What's up, loves? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tiffany T. If you are new here, a super welcome to you. Listen, y'all, today we are talking all things self-care. If you saw my last video, Healthy Habits That Changed My Life, those self-care dates, oh my God, so important. In all 2025, we are going to be focused on self-care. And if you need a little help, you need a couple tips, I'm your girl. I'm here. I got you. You guys know I am a realtor and a mortgage loan officer, and it is so important to really take care of the whole person, not just think about clients, not just think about making money, but really pay attention to yourself. And that's what this is all about. So if you're interested in that, let's get into it. So you guys, self-care to me is so many things, but ultimately it's really about an experience that is not about anyone else per se, because the better you are, obviously the better you are in relationships, but the goal of self-care is for you to pull away from all the drama, is to pull away from work and clients and that computer and all of the duties and responsibilities, really so that you can be better in those spaces and really just so that you can take care of yourself. So today I want to share a couple of essentials when it comes to self-care, some things that if you've never thought about or you've never done, these are going to give you some really great ideas on things that you can do and use when it comes to a good self-care date. Most of these are going to all be in home. Some of them, of course, you can take when you go out, but don't worry, I'm going to be going more in depth on so many more videos. So the first thing that I want to share is something that is obviously not new to any of us, but because we're doing the video, I'm going to make sure I share it with you guys. And that is the jelly eye mask. Now, these in particular, I really love, one, because it's just clearly an experience for you. Also, once you're done, your eyes are glowing, but that cold feeling under your eye when those are just sitting there, y'all, that is one of those, like, if you have kids and the kids try to talk or somebody try to talk or your phone ring, it's just like, please. And I just got a vision of somebody having these under their eyes, but you're still like running around like while they're on your eyes and you're trying to help and you're doing this in the kitchen. Listen, when you put these on, these have to be like a do not disturb on the door at the hotel. Okay, you there with your husband, it's like, don't bother us, because listen, right now, this is what we're trying to do. That's what these need to be, okay? Self-care needs to be like, it needs to have a do not disturb sign on you, because listen, at the end of the day, most of the time we're being disturbed, whether it's work or taking care of our family or just other ways that we serve in our communities, in our homes. We are always being disturbed. Okay, so these I particularly love. One, again, it's just the experience, it's just the feel, giving a little glow to my eyes, and these are really, really great doing self-care. Now, the next one for me, and here's another reason I love this, is because again, it's just that moment, you may have a drink or whatever the case may be, you're relaxing, watching your show, but then it's also helping to enhance you and enhance your face, enhance your skin. And that, you guys, are these No More Blackhead Nose Strips. These things actually work wonders. If you've seen, I've actually shared in a video doing it, and I wanted to show you guys like once I peeled it off, but I feel like that is so gross to actually show someone. But if you've never tried these, y'all, this is what they look like. The brand says Danielle Creations. I will literally put the nose on, put the eyes on, and just, I did it the other day, and I was literally sitting on my bed and just watching my show, and I just felt like a queen, like, leave me alone. And then once I was done, it's usually about a little 10-minute process. Once I was done, took it off my eyes, and it just felt so good, like so fresh. So I definitely would say that this is a self-care essential. This is obviously not something you're doing every day in your skincare routine, so that to me is why it is just considered just a self-care, something extra that goes that extra mile, gives you that experience. I definitely encourage the No More Blackhead. So my next thing, now this, I do know that some people actually use this in their daily routine. I don't. I do use this as a form of my self-care, y'all, and it is the roller. It is the face roller. Oh my goodness. when I tell y'all, here's first and foremost, these actually do have benefits of using this on your face, from puffiness to brightness. It does help with that. But again, y'all, just like the jelly eye mask, the coolness of this, oh my God, it just feels so good. And literally how I'm like closing my eyes, that's exactly how I am when I am using this thing. I don't use it every day, but I do use it just as a form of self-care. And when I tell y'all love, I literally mean I love this thing. I actually don't use the smaller side, which I'm sure the smaller side is probably like more so for like under your, you know, your eye, and probably even in the middle. I just use this, y'all, and I just be going. I just be going with my eyes closed, but it is, it's just a moment. It just feels so good. And I highly recommend for your self-care, your in-home spa nights, if you don't have one, to get you a face roller. And to be honest with you, I don't keep this in a cooler or a refrigerator. For me, it just always stays cool. But if you're finding that it's not cool, you probably can store it. I know they have like the makeup fridges and things like that, so you probably could store it there. But like I said, for me, I don't store it in anything cool. It just stays cool for me. The next thing, y'all, and I just used this. Oh my God, I should have actually, and I probably will do a video using it so I can actually show you guys. It's taking me back. That's why I'm thinking this, because I just did this the other day. I literally used all of these. It's a moisturizing foot mask, y'all. This thing, they're like socks. You take them off, you literally sit your feet in there, and you can sit them in there for like 20 minutes. Again, I just do the foot mask. I think I had a foot mask. Y'all had me some popcorn. I was watching my show. But it's not, so while you have it on, yes, you're resting, you're relaxing. Some people don't like textures and things touching their feet. So you might have to test it out depending on how you are. I loved it. But it's not just while you're sitting in it. It's when you take that thing off and you rub in the rest of the treatment. Your feet are so soft. They are glowing. Like, yes, I'm gonna actually do this on camera with you guys. And this one is coconut and rose petal. Oh my God, so soft. Like, y'all, I promise you, this is so soft and it is so good. And I also have, but I used the last one, so I do have to stock up, is the gloves as well. So same thing, I think I did the foot first, and then once I was done, I massaged the feet, and then I did the gloves, and I just sat there with my hands like doing nothing. So at that point, again, you can't be on your phone. You can't be, because you can't scroll or anything, right? You're just watching your show, no notifications, not being bothered. Again, these are do not disturb. Listen, if you see me with my gloves in my hand, I can't do nothing for you. Go ask your daddy. Go ask your mama. Call grandma, right? For those who have kids, for those who don't, you single, it's just, listen, get away from work, get away from all that stuff, and take some time for yourself. And this thing is going to leave you happy as can be. Now, the last two that I want to share are actually things that obviously you can do outside of home. And I will say that they are more so a day-to-day. At least one of them for sure is a day-to-day that I think is so essential for self-care. And for me, it is my Bible. Oh my God. Like, there is literally nothing like Bible time. There is nothing like Bible time. And sometimes it can be just because you're like, I want to, make sure I read my word. But specifically, if there's something in mind, like you're dealing with, like, just wanting to be encouraged or, needing healing, and you're able to go in and read this word about something specific, y'all, like I said, it's such a moment to steal away from having to do and give to everybody else and just pour into yourself. This Bible time, I do not, and you should not take it for granted, because it really is self-care. Like, and there's nothing like, those things are very temporary. They feel great. Like, no lie, my hands and my feet, I was with my friends the next day, and I was telling my girl, I said, my hands, I've washed my hands obviously multiple times. It still feels moisturized from that, and my feet, and I actually have dry skin, so it was just so amazing for me. But again, those things are temporary because now I need to do it again, right? My hands ain't feeling the same. But this right here, that Bible time, what you get from here, it'll change your life for the rest of your life. And so that's why I consider this self-care. Yes, it is, spiritual. But I do think that self-care is also very spiritual because you are taking care of, again, yourself. You're not getting lost in the life of any titles that you have. You making sure that your mental state is good. I'm going to do a full video on 3 different mental states that I think you really need to focus on during self-care. But that Bible time is so important for self-care. And I'm sorry, I said I had 2 more, but I had 3 left. So that was one. And the next one is a journal. For me, somebody actually bought this for me. They missed the E on my name, but it's so cute, y'all. Is a journal. For me, I honestly am not a journaler, so I don't journal every single day. Journaling is definitely a form of self-care for me. If I just feel that, something in my season has really happened, or I feel like God is about to do something, or I'm waiting on him to do something, I will grab a journal and make sure that I jot it down so that I don't forget. Or again, if I'm overwhelmed and I feel like I just need time, I just need a moment, definitely having a journal is so important. Sometimes you don't want to talk to a best friend. Sometimes you don't have a best friend to talk to. Sometimes it may be about someone that you don't want to share with another person, like your spouse or your parent or a sibling. That's not somebody you want to talk about to somebody else. So you'll literally journal. And so journaling is so important. But the reason that I wanted to bring it was, again, as I said to you guys in the beginning, for me, self-care is really about an experience. So it's really not about just a journal, but a journal that you love, like one you love to look at, one that you think is beautiful, one that speaks to you when you grab it. Is it full of flowers? Is it colorful? Like, does it have a scripture on it? Is there an encouraging affirmation on it? So when you have that journal, don't just have a journal. Like, go and grab something that really, really, really speaks to you. And last but not least, y'all, okay, because you cannot have a self-care moment. You can't. I don't care what nobody say. Even if it's not in the moment, like maybe you got a massage, you're not doing this during the massage, but after, you have to. And this is just one, y'all. Don't listen. Stay with me. Make sure you subscribe if you're not, because I have multiple self-care videos coming. You have to have a beautiful mug for self-care. Just last night, you guys, I was like, I want to do something just for myself. And I knew, because it's a work night, it was getting late, I couldn't do all the things that I, usually would want to do. And I was like, I want to do something for myself. And I said, I'm going to make myself some hot cocoa and watch one more episode before bed. Y'all, I should have took a picture for y'all, because I knew I was doing this video. But I made my hot cocoa. But I tell y'all, it was so freaking cute. I'm making me another one tonight. And then it was so good because I have the hot cocoa packet, but then I also have actual chocolate chips. So that melted as well. Marshmallows, whipped cream, peppermint stick, all the things. So good. But the mug is the moment. As you guys can see, as I'm filming this, it is the holiday season, Christmas. And this, I actually got 2 of these in Chicago for myself and Sydney, and it says, "We were meant to be," y'all. How cute is it? And that's the thing too about self-care. Again, for me, when I'm talking self-care, you're always going to hear experience. Like, that is the whole thought process, because on a day-to-day, it's not always an experience. A lot of times we're doing the things that we have to do to keep life moving, that we have to do for our kids, for our person, for our job, right? Those are things that we have to do. Self-care is all about the things that I just want to do, the stuff that I want to do for myself. And so it's all about experience. So having different mugs that speak to the season. When it's Christmas, for me, it got to be all about Christmas. I cannot have a fall looking mug. I can't have a fall looking mug. Like, I would just be in pure confusion. Like, what are we doing? Right? So that's why this is the specific mug that I chose, because this is not the one that I drink with all year round. Literally, this comes out after Thanksgiving, because that's when I really get into the I'm a all year Christmas girl, but as far as like decor and things like that, I really get into it right after Thanksgiving. So again, for me, a nice cute mug that speaks to the season or the moment is such a self-care essential. Listen, y'all, this is my first self-care video. I'm super excited to have done it. I promised myself that 2025, I am going to prioritize self-care. I'm going to prioritize the experience. I'm going to prioritize the want. I'm getting what it is that I want. And so if you enjoyed it, I want you to give it a thumbs up, comment below. Let me know, do you already have any of these? Are these a part of your self-care? Do you have a self-care routine? If not, don't worry, I am going to be coming and bringing you all the videos surrounding around self-care, taking care of yourself, and giving yourself the experience that you want. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.